Welcome to One on One on God One on One. Our guest today is Catherine, the seventh person evicted. Yes, seventh person evicted from Big Brother this summer. Catherine, hello.
Hello. Hi, Julie.
We have a lot of things to discuss, pick up from our interview when you were evicted. But first, God. The first question is always, what is your relationship like with the Lord?
My relationship is ever evolving, ever changing. The definition, I think, of the God that I believe in, remains consistently a God that values kindness and love above all other things. Regardless if I see that God as this or that or whatever it is, it's not clearly defined for me, but I do know that there is something there that is guiding me and telling me basically to be a good person. And my values align with that.
Do you pray often?
I actually only pray when I want to talk to my mom. I um, feel like the God that she believes in is the God that she is with right now, with her passing. And so I pray to God to send her my feelings of love and to let her know that I think of her and appreciate her and always think of her. And yeah, that's mainly my traditional prayer sense is for my mom and kind of only for my mom. And then in other senses, I just try to live my life in a way that aligns with those same teachings, but maybe not necessarily always in the same name.
Did you pray to your mom when you were in the Big Brother house?
Um, I did more so whenever we had quite a few prayers in the house, which was lovely. I always appreciate it, and I think it's a really beautiful thing to reach out. So yeah, I would think about her when those prayers were occurring, and hope that she knew that I was talking to her as well while other people were praying.
Have you prayed to her since you left the house?
I have not yet. I am sure I will be once I center a little bit more. I think it does definitely make me feel like I'm talking to her a little bit more. So I think it's something I'm going to do in a little bit more of a controlled environment, maybe a little in a day or so.
It's been a whirlwind. I mean,
Yeah.
it's only been a number of hours since you got evicted. It's
Hmm.
the day after, so there's a lot for you to process, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about your experience of Big Brother. Since leaving the house, has anything changed? Any revelations? Have you made any revelations that has changed your opinion or any answers you gave me on the live eviction show? Are you?
Um, so far I'm holding pretty true. I think in the past, 12, 13 hours, however long it's been, with what I said. Also, I kind of blacked out a little bit there because it was very quick moving from inside the house to public again. But yeah, I think with every hour that passes, I'm getting a little bit more like, okay, yes, there is a definitive line between game and personal. And part of what makes the house interesting and watching interesting is when people uh, balance that line a bit, and I definitely was doing that. So I am reconnecting with myself, and I'm already able to look back on certain things with a little bit more humor. Even my own emotional moments, I'm like, okay, girl, let's calm down. And I haven't even seen them yet. I just think of them.
Um, I know you were relieved to hear or pleased to hear that Lauren was a vote for you to stay last night. She's the only one who voted for you to stay, despite you having more friends in the house. You know, it is a game. They have to do what's best for them.
Right.
Um, but are you aware yet that Lauren has a final two deal with Vince?
No, I was not aware. That is a massive surprise.
What do you think?
I think that that could end up being way more beneficial for Vince than it will be for Lauren.
Why?
I think that Vince is, I think he thinks a lot about numbers and the amount of people that think a certain way. And I think that a couple of the people that he's aligned with do want Lauren out. And I think they value maybe each other's opinions a little bit more than they value Vince's about decisions of nominees and such. Because I think his wavering, however slight it was, him wavering of almost breaking his alliance if he did potentially put Rachel up, doesn't isn't the best either. And I think, yeah, I think it could end up benefiting Vince a lot more than it does Lauren because I don't think Lauren knows. I mean, I would assume Lauren doesn't know that he's in a completely like separate alliance. So I think I don't know. I hope it works out for her. I really do.
Well, a couple of things you should know is that that final two deal was made very early in the season,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the only final two deal that Vince has made. He's had one with Kelly. He's had one with at least four people. I can't even remember who the others are, and it he kind of floats around and he often forgets. Like, oh yeah, someone I think he might have had one with Riley. I need to check all his stuff. But it's people would say to him, like, yeah, we're final two. And he's like, I don't even remember that, but now that I'm saying it out loud, I think I had one with so and so. So he's a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
What do you make of Vince as a player and as a person?
Um, I think as a person, he is a very entertaining person. He made me laugh a lot in the house, especially the past week. Even after he put me on the block, I was like, okay, I need to try to enjoy my final days because I wasn't the most optimistic about my position. So, yeah, as a person, he was actually pretty great to be around. Game wise, I lost a lot of trust for him a couple weeks ago, and I continued to not have reasons to build any trust with him because I continued to be on what seemed like the wrong side of whatever he thought was best. So game wise, I mean, that wasn't great for us. But personally, I think he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, people seem to really like him in the house, and people seem to really trust him and put faith in him, even
Mm-hmm.
after he's let them down. So we'll see. All right, let's talk about Riley. I know you haven't had any access to technology yet
Right.
to talk with him, but I do know you've been made aware that some people who watch it live feeds thought he was too intense, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't like his tone sometimes. Tell us the Riley you know and your experience with him.
My experience with Riley in the house was I don't know how I would have made it through without him once I was able to be there with him. He made every day better. It genuinely, on the personal level, I mean, he helped me so much in that house. He was my rock. I knew I could have whatever crazy moments of paranoia or say insane things that were not the nicest about genuinely anyone, and he wouldn't hold it against me and wouldn't be like, oh, you're suddenly an awful person or anything like that. I felt like I really had someone I could confide in, and he was a great person in the house, and I'm sure he is out of it as well, which I'm excited to see. Yeah, I was never unhappy or uncomfortable with him, and he made every good day that I had in that house 10 times better. And it was probably only good because of him in the first place. He genuinely made me happy every morning I'd see him, and I was so happy that he was there and that I knew I was about to spend my day with him.
What do you have to say to those who have been critical of him
I think that
or
um,
their criticism, their comments?
yeah, I think that I appreciate the concern. I think it's better to be cautious, I guess. But at the same time, that house is insanely intense and things move incredibly quickly. And you're together with somebody 24/7. And these little bumps that could happen when you're initially figuring somebody out are being amplified even further by the fact that there is $750,000 on the line and there is paranoia and there is massive stress. And still, those moments never felt very big and were resolved within 20 minutes max every time anything happened. And they were very small bumps, at least to me. And they honestly made me, respect Riley even more. We both had our moments, I think, speaking a little bit too passionately, and I think that's perfectly okay. And honestly, it feels like we spent months together, which we kind of did on a it was almost 2 months. So yeah, it feels like even longer than that. And things are crazy. And yeah, I I want to make sure that he's doing well. And I wish it hadn't been taken that way.
What is your hope for your relationship with Riley now that you're both out of the house?
I definitely want to see him and see where things go. I think navigating the outside world, especially after this experience, is going to be a whirlwind. Not quite as insane as maybe inside the house. So I think there's a pretty great foundation there to see what happens.
Who do you think is playing the best game? Or who do you think is playing the best game? But aside from that, your personal feelings, who do you want to see win?
I think Will is playing the most discreet game. I was pretty surprised to see that alliance. I felt like
The
he was good.
judges, the
Thing,
judges, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was pretty sure he was good with pretty much everyone in the house. But I was surprised to see something solidified with him involved in it. I thought that was very surprising. So I think he's playing a really good game, but at the same time, I think my most interesting and entertaining final two would be Rachel and Vince up there together.
Ooh, and in that final two scenario, who would you vote for, and who do you think the jurors will end up voting for?
If I were on jury, I would definitively vote for Rachel to win. I think it's not only the vindictive thing that I've said while I was in the house, but I meant it. Um, it, she's playing an insane game. I don't necessarily know if she's in a better position than other people in the house as of right now, but I think her resume is going absolutely crazy. She has made big moves herself, and then big moves that other people made. She can definitely take partial credit in, and I think that is extraordinarily impressive. So yeah, if they let her get as far as final two, I think she should win it. Because how did you let her get that far?
Yeah, I just wonder. I don't see either one of them. That would be a fascinating
I know,
fun.
right?
I just don't see either one taking the other one.
No, but I also, as you like to say, expect the unexpected.
That's true. That is true.
I have no idea what's going to happen in that house. It is crazy in there. So the crazier, the more realistic at this point, I feel like.
What's the best thing you're taking away from this experience, Catherine?
The best thing I'm taking away is I think I am going to be a much more open person with my life from now on. I was very, very private before, and now that's not as much of an option. And I think that's going to translate to a lot of things. I'm typically very reserved and very slow to trust and a whole lot of other things. And shockingly, I feel like this has made me incredibly more open to trusting people and loving more freely and liking more freely. And I'm excited to see how it translates.
What a leap for you to do this, describing who you were before the experience, and it sounds like it definitely has evolved you. I
Yeah.
wish I wish all good things for you, Catherine, and Godspeed to you in all your endeavors.
Thank you so much, Julie.
God bless you.